Good morning. This is a very exciting morning. I am Jackie Dunbar-Jacob, and I'm the Dean of the School of Nursing, and it is with great pleasure that I welcome you here this morning to our white coat ceremony. Today's celebration and the receipt of your white coat is your formal introduction into clinical practice. It's a ceremony that is being recognized by baccalaureate nursing programs across the country. To our sophomore students, we are very, very proud of you and all that you have accomplished over the past year. As you know, you had a very untraditional freshman year, and today we really want to honor and celebrate the hard work and the adaptability that you showed last year, and your formal first steps this year into patient care. To our accelerated second degree students, today is your first experience for academic and clinical nursing practice. You're beginning an exciting year in your journey into nursing. Wearing white and a white coat is a symbol and recognition of the trust that society places in nurses and in you as you develop your nursing education and expertise. This coat allows others to recognize you as a budding healthcare professional and to recognize your achievements in becoming a student nurse. This coat represents the responsibilities that you've chosen to assume. As a nursing student, your clinical rotations are an important and essential part of your education. Your world is about to change in ways you could not have imagined. You'll meet new professionals, and you'll see how all members of the healthcare team collaborate and interact to provide the best patient care. They will help you to become a better nurse. And the next time you walk across a stage like this, you will be graduating as a pit nurse. Today, you'll be taking an oath as a part of this ceremony. The oath outlines the actions you must take, the beliefs you must act upon, and the principles of safe and ethical care to which you must adhere. This pledge will stay with you for the duration of your academic and professional career. It will serve as an outline and a commitment for how you treat your patients and how you practice your profession. You're now ready for this tremendous responsibility, and we're very confident that you will succeed. So congratulations to all of you as you embark on your clinical education. And now at this time, I'm pleased to introduce today's keynote speaker, Dr. Kimberly Brooks. Dr. Brooks is the Director of Organizational Development, Consumer and Nursing Education, and Nursing Research at UPMC Magee Women's Hospital. She also serves as the hospital's Magnet Program Director, a nationwide hospital designation for excellence that UPMC Magee Women's Hospital received in 2019. She has been recognized within UPMC for her excellent leadership. In 2019, she was an honoree for the UPMC Award for Commitment and Excellence in Service and an honoree for the UPMC Magee Women's Hospital Nurse Leader of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Kimberly Brooks.
Thank you, Dean Dunbar-Jacob. I am so delighted to be here for many reasons. As the Dean mentioned, I have been at McGee Women's Hospital for many years, but this is truly for you a milestone in your academic and your nursing career. So congratulations to all of you, students, as well as your parents and support persons. So I have been a nurse for 36 years. I started out on med-surg oncology at a community hospital near my home, but I really found that my passion when I was in nursing school was obstetrics, and I really wanted to work in obstetrics. And so when the time was right and I felt like I had enough experience, I applied to McGee Women's Hospital, and I have been there for 34 years. I often tell orientees when I'm speaking to them about every other week, when I was sitting in your seat, I could never imagine that I would say I've been there for 34 years, but I've had really a lovely career. I started out on high-risk antepartum and newborn. I worked as an educator on the mother-baby unit. I worked in labor and delivery, and then I've been in education now for about the past 20 years. The last 10 years, I've been the director of education, and then as Dr. Dunbar-Jacob mentioned, also the magnet program director. And the thing that I like to highlight about the magnet designation is that only about 8% of the hospitals in the United States have been awarded that designation. And the designation is for nursing excellence, and I'm very proud of that. And I have a whole team that supports me in doing that because I can't do it alone. The other thing that I'm really honored about is that I had the privilege of working for for the University of Pittsburgh School of Nursing as a clinical instructor for about 7.5 years. And then I continued on as an adjunct faculty supporting the transition students at UPMC McGee Women's Hospital. And it was really enlightening. I love both. I love teaching students, and I also love teaching new staff members. So I'm going to take just a few minutes and share with you some of my pearls of wisdom as a clinical instructor, but also a nurse and a leader at a hospital. One of the things that I can promise you in nursing, you will never be bored. So I'm going to tell you about one of my favorite quotes that I've just recently read, and I thought it really applies to so many things in my life as well as yours. Work hard, stay humble, and be kind. It's very simple. I have it written up on my board in my office, but it applies in so many ways. So as you're entering your clinical career, work hard. This is a life event. I can honestly tell you, when I started clinical, I was at Montefiore Hospital. Mrs. Tate was my first clinical instructor, and I remember some of the patients that I took care of. You will remember this. You will remember your peers, the ones that you've worked with. You will remember some of the nurses who treated you kindly and gave you good advice. Be engaged, and by that I mean do your homework. The instructors and your professors are going to assign you readings to do, clinical assignments. Do them. And it's not for their benefit, it's really for yours. So do those clinical assignments. In 2018, I completed my doctorate of nursing practice, and I have to tell you, some of my peers would say, oh, I didn't do those readings, oh, it takes so much time, but I have to tell you, it was really to my benefit. So please do your homework. Also, when you're in the clinical arena, look for experiences. You will be assigned usually a 1, 2, or multiple patient assignment. Not at first, you'll have a 1 patient assignment. But look for experiences. Be engaged with the staff. Look around and say, oh, I'd really like to see that. May I go with you? That's the way that you're really going to learn just beyond the scope of your own patient. Talk to your clinical instructor. They are experts in their field. They will share with you their pearls of wisdom, but also the clinical information that you need to know to take care of those patients. Offer to help a nurse. Offer to help a patient care technician. Don't be afraid to pass the water. Take additional vital signs. Again, this all adds to your clinical experience and your learning. Talk to the leaders. This is really your opportunity. If you find a location that you really like, a unit that has a great culture, the staff that is friendly and engages you to come and help in other clinical experiences, you might want to work there someday. Talk to the leaders. Don't be afraid to do that. It's like a mini interview. You can interview them, and they can find out a little bit more about you. And remember your name so that when you're ready to graduate, you might potentially have a job in that area. And the other thing is find your passion. So when I entered nursing school, I thought I was absolutely going to be a pediatric nurse. I loved kids. I was a babysitter during the summers. That was going to be my passion. But I found in doing clinical, this is a true story, my roommate said, you really light up when you're in OB, when you're in maternity nursing, you really light up. And it gave me pause, and I thought, you know what? She's right. I loved pediatrics. I also loved psychiatric nursing. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try to follow my passion, and I did. So this is your opportunity. As you sit here today, your passion might change. Look for that passion and follow it. Stay humble. You are attending an elite school of nursing. It is world and nationally renowned. Ranked 6th for DNP programs, 10th for nursing PhD programs, 9th for nursing administration programs, and in the top 20 for clinical nurse leader, 11th for best nurse practitioner program, 6th for research dollars awarded by the National Institutes of Health, and 19th in the 50 best colleges of nursing. This is an elite program. You should be proud of yourself. But stay humble. Your professors and your clinical instructors are the best and the brightest. That's why they work at the University of Pittsburgh. They are educators as well as researchers. This is a rigorous program. You know that by all of the studying that you have done over the past year. You are smart, but stay humble. Now that you're entering your clinical arena, it is now time to apply that knowledge that you have learned over that past year. There's going to be a learning curve. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask questions, like I said, of your instructors and of the staff that are on the unit. Talk to the physicians. Talk to the advanced practice providers. That is something that you are going to learn from them, and some of those advanced practice providers, that might be what you want to do someday. A nurse practitioner. And also talk to the PCTs. They know how the unit works. You can always gain information from them. Don't be afraid to ask. And also be kind. Be kind to everyone. I tell my sons, I have 2 grown sons, that you have to be nice to everyone in Pittsburgh. You're going to work with them, and you might work for them. Be nice to the patients, of course. You're going to be kind. You are going to be compassionate. But also remember to include the family members. At UPMC Magee Women's Hospital, we say that we practice patient and family-centered care. Because after the patient goes home, who's going to take care of them? It's their friends and their family. So include them in conversations, but keep also patient information confidential. Be kind to the staff. Sometimes they're stressed, they're busy. Offer to help, and it goes a long way. And be kind to your peers. These are your colleagues. These are probably some of your lifelong friends. And like I said, you might work with them, and you might work for them. Be patient with yourself as well as with others. These are trying times. This pandemic has been something like none of us have ever seen. Like I said, I've been a nurse for 36 years, and I've never witnessed anything like this. What I'm hoping is that someday that you will look back and say, remember those times we had to wear the mask all the time? Remember those times that we had to socially distance and wash our hands every 2 minutes? I hope you can look at that in your rearview mirror and say, yes, those were trying times, but we got through it. Be positive. Look for the positive things in your clinical day as well as in your academic career. It will get you through. Remember why you went into nursing. Remember why you applied to nursing school. You wanted to make a difference, and you wanted to care for patients. Nursing is about lifelong learning. You are our future. You are the future of nursing. Some of you will practice nursing. All of you will practice nursing when you start. Some of you will go on for graduate degrees and work in advanced practice roles. Some of you will take on academic roles and educate future nurses and advance nursing research. So in closing, just remember, work hard, stay humble, and be kind.
Thank you, Kimberly. That was perfect. And now I'd like to introduce senior nursing student Haley Mara. Haley is a member of the class of 2022 and is president of Pitt's Nursing Student Association. Haley?
Hi, everyone. It is an honor to be here today. Thank you so much for having me here to celebrate your white coat ceremony with you. My name is Haley Mara, and I'm a senior nursing student with a minor in creative nonfiction writing and a certificate in global health. Starting this year, you will begin in-person clinical in the hospital. I remember this didn't really sink in for me until about a couple days before moving in the summer before my sophomore year. I was running around the house practicing manual blood pressures on every arm that I could find and struggling to hear the beats. That night, I sat in my childhood bedroom thinking to myself, I'm only 18 years old. I got my driver's license 1 year ago and I'm still embarrassingly bad at parking. I cope with stress by singing Broadway show tunes at full volume, and I call my dad almost every day because I break something and need help fixing it. How on earth am I ready to go into the hospital? Now, I'm not sure if you guys feel this way, but if you do, just remember that you survived nursing chem online and during a pandemic, so I'm convinced that you're all superhuman and can do anything. All jokes aside, I want you all to know that you really do have what it takes to succeed this year. I know this because you all chose to pursue a profession that, at its core, is designed to help people in their most vulnerable moments. That takes a strong person with a special heart. My first patient in clinical was an 103-year-old great-grandmother with dementia. She fell at home and was at a high risk at falling again in the hospital. So I spent most of the day sitting in her room with her, keeping her company. By the time post-conference came around and I had to leave her room, I had her secret chicken noodle soup recipe written out for me on a piece of scrap paper, and I knew the color scheme to her great-granddaughter's wedding. Now, throughout your clinical experience, you are going to learn so much about assessment skills, medication administration, care plans, wound care, and emergency situations, and so much more. It's awesome. You're about to gain so much knowledge. But more importantly, you learn about people. You learn that knocking on a patient's door and entering with a kind hello and a smile can change their day. You learn that sometimes all someone needs is a person that will sit down and listen to them. And you get to be that person. My mom and I talk a lot about what it means to be a nurse. I'm just starting my journey, and she's been rocking it for over 25 years. Other than being my mom, she's also my life and nursing guru, with a whole lot of wisdom that I can only hope to have half of someday. She once told me that she loves her job because she gets to go home every day knowing that she made a difference. Starting this semester, each and every one of you will go into the hospital in the morning and leave hours later knowing that you made a difference. It's a privilege that we get to have as nursing students. I encourage you all to talk to people, laugh at the funny moments, don't be too hard on yourself, and remember that everyone is human. I can't wait to see you guys in Victoria and to hear about your experiences. You'll learn and see so much, and just maybe you'll be lucky enough to get an amazing chicken noodle soup recipe. Good luck at clinical this year. It's going to be great.
Haley, thank you for those inspiring words. And at this time, I'd like to introduce the members of the School of Nursing Administration and faculty for the presentation of our students. So first, I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Eileen Chasins. Dr. Chasins is professor and department chair and will be reading the names of the students. Assisting me in placing the white coats on the students are Dr. Betty Braxter, Associate Professor and Associate Dean for Undergraduate Education. Dr. Joshua Palmer, Assistant Professor and Coordinator of the Accelerated Second Degree BSN program. Dr. Susan Westmiller, Associate Professor, and Dr. Jamie Zelazny, Assistant Professor. Dr. Chasins, please begin with the presentation of the students.
It's an honor to be here with you and celebrate the start of the fall semester with such a meaningful ceremony. I am pleased to present the sophomore students from the traditional four-year program for recognition. Please come forward when I announce your name. Haley Abram. Maggie Adar. Ansley Albert. Kate Alexander. Elise Anton. Ashley Arnold. Emily Bear. Taylor Balick. Heather Bolster. Carolyn Beard. Sophie Becker. Audrey Benfer. Elise Biddle. Ohema Bawating. Mallory Bowe. Audrey Bornstein. Caitlin Borowski. Taylor Briggs. Gianna Brill. Lauren Callahan. Jacob Shebricer. Chelsea Chow. Kayla Cobb. Brianna Collins. Samantha Cooper. Savannah Cruz. Anna Cernicka. Lauren Chubin. Beth DeLon. Mia Dennis. Liesel Dendinger. Cecily Desinadero. Aaron Davitri. Brendan Dolan. Shannon Donahue. Melanie Dong. Lauren Demandowitz. Suzanne Dupnock. Daniela Eifert. Paige Espedito. Shaylin Estrella. Deidre Felix. Julia Fiadaliso. Megan Fitzpatrick. Melanie Flexner. Joshua Flores. Nicola Ford. Stephanie Frankel. Mark Gadalita. Connor Gann. Jonathan Garcia. Amaya Gilbert. Hope Geese. Zachary Given. Catherine Gold. Carissa Gonzalez. Elisa Gunther. Lauren Guy. Paula Hayden Velazquez. Isabella Hernandez. Margaret Herron. Brooke Hillard. Julia Hooker. Elizabeth Humphreys. Catherine Highland. Grace Irons. Dylan Jang. Kara Jennings. Emily Johnson. Haley Johnson. Cameron Jones. Hannah Kaplan. Aliva Karen Kenny. Thomas Kelly. Claudia Kiley. Audrey Kim. Grace Kim. Trinity Kim. Grace Click. Haley Nielsen. Leah Colmeyer. Emma Craples. Allison Lambright. Talia Lapidus. Caitlin Larson. Ash Lenz. Sarah Levy. Isabel Libau. Andrea Lira Rosales. Abigail Lowe. Morgan Lowe. Abigail Luskett. Leah Marks. Emily Martin. Emma Martin. Owen Masters. Dean Matthew. Grace Matthew. Dakota Mayfield. Annabella Mayo. Sarah McCutcheon. Abigail McTridge. Catherine McGrath. Ellen McVeigh. Magdalena Mendez. Jessica Mendezes. Ta'aga Miller. Alexis Moody. Peyton Moore. Sarah Morris. Grace Morrow. Taylor Muller. Casey Mulcahy. Emily Murphy. Gabriella Narath. Meredith Nawaki. Riley Newton. Deanna Wynn. Isabella Novajensk. Megan Okoski. Ryan Osterman. Rosalie Ann Ostrovach. Grace Palovpay. Brittany Paul. Gabriella Payne. Jordan Pearson. Anna Lina. Andriana Posamato. Sydney Preston. Aaron Rafferty. Simra Rada. Justin Robertson. Lily Robertson. Cameron Rogers. Shannon Roman. Carolyn Ronisivali. Elizabeth Rosenberg. Grace Rosica. Paleo Salazar. Anna Cariu. Ellen Schlosser. Heidi Scholler. Jacqueline Schultz. Rosalind Scott. Mary Grace Seymour. Caitlin Shoemaker. Ariana Suglari. Kayla Siegel. Julia Simon Lucidi. Maple Snow. Mary Soma. Carolyn Starman. Sydney Stump. Jessica Sudo. Ashley Tang. Maya Taylor. Azaria Toran. Ariella Tucci. Rosa Villalta. John Fogel. Lucy Wall. Morgan Ware. Ellie Weiss. Anlita Whittaker. Taran Wilcox. Ainsley Williams. Abigail Wilson. Kelly Wolf. Janini Yi Shiawaga. Julieta Zabala. Hannah Zefrio. Marcus Zukowski. Holly Zurlo. Congratulations. Congratulations and best wishes for a successful and memorable sophomore year. I am now pleased to present the Accelerated Second Degree BSN students. These students hold an undergraduate degree or higher in another discipline and study full-time for one academic year to obtain their BSN degree. Please come forward when your name is announced. Anya Alden. Christina Bellany. Sophia Bokanek. Megan Booney. Annie Capriello. Victoria Coursing. Julia Danilak. Elizabeth Forkay. Michael Freiney. Nicole Fry. Kristen Gregerson. Emily Gutierrez. Akune Kahutnu. Anjali Kumar. Alexis Leach. Brianna Moran. Rachel Morehouse. Emily Nace. Michael Pinelli. Catherine Sarkoulis. Emily Schaefer. Stephanie Ventura. Laura Wakefield. Hannah Wardlaw. Vincent Wood. Ping Yuan. Congratulations. And now we have At this time, I will turn the podium back to Dr. Dunbar-Jacob.
What a great group of prospective nurses. Please join me in congratulating them one more time. And at this time, I'd like to ask Haley to return to the podium to lead the students in reciting the student oath. Students, please stand.
As a nursing student dedicated to providing the highest quality care and services, I solemnly pledge that I will consider the my primary concerns, act in a compassionate and trustworthy manner in all aspects of my care, apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients, exercise sound professional judgment while abiding by legal and ethical requirements, accept the lifelong obligation to improve my professional knowledge and competence, promote, advocate for, and strive to protect the health, safety, and rights of the patient. With this pledge, I accept the duties and responsibility that embody the nursing profession.
So please be seated. So it's with great pleasure that I congratulate all of our students in achieving this very significant milestone in their preparation to become professional nurses. Your hard work and life experiences have brought you to this point where you're now prepared to have your first clinical interactions and begin caring for patients. Remember to do so with skill, compassion, and knowledge. You are Pitt nursing students, and we know you will stay true to your responsibilities and your education, and you will do so with pride. And now I would like to thank everyone for joining us today in this milestone celebrating our nursing students and their send-off to their clinical experiences. Thank you to the faculty who joined us today, to Dr. Brooks for her inspiring words, to Mara for her inspiring words, And thank you to Haley, I'm sorry. And thank you, parents and friends, and thank you, students, and we'll see you back in the classroom. Thank you.